Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Dr. Elena Michaels and I want to welcome you to my channel. And this is going to be the reading and guided meditation for Wednesday, December 22nd. Years flying by. So if you haven't been here before and you're watching this on YouTube, please do subscribe below, and I would really be so grateful if you would subscribe. It would mean the world to me, and that way you'll know when there's a new free meditation, and there's a new one every Wednesday. So I never really know what I'm going to say. I just kind of download the information in the moment, and I pull cards from various decks, and I'm going to try a different deck tonight, but angel cards and tarot cards, and that lets me know where we're going to go in the guided meditation. All right, so we're going to begin, and here we go for December 22nd, 2021. Okay, so I want to talk to you just for a few minutes because this is the time of season. There are meetings with family and getting together, and there's a lot of energy around this time of year. And there's a lot of energy for people who sometimes are having challenges. Some family situations are challenging. You know, not everybody grew up in a Father Knows Best house or the Nelsons, you know? So most of us did not. So there are things that come up and there can be friction. So I want to share something with you that might help you, not only this time of year, but in all of your relationships. And that is to use I statements. That does not mean you're looking the person in the eye while you're talking, although that's a good thing. I statements are, you don't use the word you. You just pretend like you don't have that in your vocabulary. So instead of saying, you really upset me, what you just did wasn't really cool. That was kind of embarrassing, kind of inappropriate, and you kind of like blew that. What you're going to be doing when you say something like that using you is you're going to put the other person on defensive, okay? And then you end up like this. No one's really connecting, and no one's really happy, and it feels really crappy. It feels crappy. So let's try it again. Instead of, you really upset me, and what you just did was inappropriate and uncool, and you made me hurt. My feelings were hurt because of you. Okay, let's change that up a little bit. Not the exact words, because I kind of don't remember what I just said, but you talk about yourself. I'm really upset about what just happened between us. And I feel very vulnerable right now, and my feelings were hurt, and I'd like us to be able to talk about it in a calm way. That's like magic. The other person doesn't bristle, and they're ready to take responsibility for their part in it. Once you start that you this and you that, and you made me feel this and you made me feel that, the other person doesn't want to even talk to you. They want to defend themselves. So don't use the word you when you're trying to resolve something or you're trying to talk about how you feel. Now, the thing about talking about how you feel is kind of important. It's not a good idea to stuff your feelings. It's not a good idea to be around people that you have to walk on eggshells around, because you are going to somatize those emotions in your body. Somatize means you put the emotions in your body and your body presents symptoms, whether it's a rapid heart rate, sweaty palms, anxiety, gastrointestinal disturbances, any number of things. So you cannot put your emotions in your body and somatize them. You can't stuff them. You have to take responsibility for them, and you have to talk about them. Remember, no you, we, us, I've been feeling that between us there's a little bit of a disconnect, and I'm not really feeling connected right now. And I'm wondering if we might be able to have a conversation about that And if now's not a good time, I'm wondering when we might be able to set that up so that we can kind of move through this, because I'm not feeling very good about our interactions right now. See, I never said the word you, okay? And when I said that, the other person, if they care about me, they'll respond with something like, yeah, I've been feeling that too. I think it's a good idea that we do sit down and talk. See what I mean? So, throw the word you out when you're having some kind of interaction where you're not feeling quite good in yourself and you're involved with another person. Even a coworker, even a family member, it doesn't have to be a relationship. Take responsibility for yourself. Don't stuff it. Don't somatize the emotions so they turn into physical symptoms. And use I statements. I'm feeling, excuse me. This is just the releasing that happens when I start to do this work, because I'm going to start pulling the cards pretty soon. So this kind of happens. My eyes water, I clear my throat, I cough, whatever, just releasing. So leave out the word you. I, we, us. Okay? Those are okay words. See, we were never really taught how to communicate. And that's where so many interactions break down, because we weren't taught how to communicate. So we're missing connecting with the other person. Oh, man. Okay. I'm pulling it in now. If you know me, you know that this happens. Only when I do this work. It doesn't happen in normal life. So, okay. All right, we're gonna get started with some cards now, okay? I won't be in touch with you guys until after Christmas. So I'm wishing all of you a wonderful Christmas Eve and a wonderful Christmas holiday. And I hope you are with people who support you and love you and believe in you, because life is too short to be with people who don't. I don't care if you're related to them or not. Life is too short to be with people that don't make you feel good, that don't make you feel loved, that don't make you feel appreciated. Each and every one of you should feel loved and appreciated by the people you spend time with and supported. And hopefully you're supportive of them. Hopefully you support them, appreciate them, care for them, and give them unconditional positive regard. Do you know what that means, unconditional positive regard? It doesn't mean you allow them to be a jerk and you just, oh, well, that's them. No. Unconditional positive regard means you give them the benefit of the doubt. So if they say something or behave in a way that is inappropriate, rather than reprimand them for it, because you're using you statements when you do that, instead of reprimanding them, give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they had a rough day. Maybe they're going through something. Maybe they're fighting with their spouse or whatever it is. Give them the benefit of the doubt and just let it roll off of you. I used to tell my clients all the time, just be like a duck. You know what a duck looks like? The duck never looks wet. Imagine a mallard duck, okay? When the water gets on the mallard duck, it just rolls right off. So let things roll right off. Releasing again. Let things roll right off and give people unconditional positive regard, the benefit of the doubt. Let whatever they're saying, maybe it's not even about you. Maybe they're just reacting to something else that happened earlier. That happens too. So try not to get involved in the drama. There's no benefit for getting involved in drama. All right, you know what? I'm gonna pull from the regular deck. I lay the cards out here so I can see where we're gonna go in the guided meditation. And I'm gonna start with the regular deck that I use all the time, my trusty tarot deck, okay? And let's see what comes up in these cards. And then I'm gonna go to a deck that I haven't used in a long time, and I'll see if I can get anything from that. And if I don't get anything from that card from that deck. I'm going to pull from a different deck. But right now we're going into the tarot, and I will do this in front of you. So we're going to, oh, actually I don't need that. That's the booklet. Okay, so, oh, look, I match my kind of, sort of match. Anyway, all right, here we go. Shuffling the cards. And what we want is cards that give us information for everyone who's watching or listening. So if you have a question right now, even if you just want to know like what's going on in my life or what's happening or give me some clarity, that's fine. But think of something that you want clarity on or you want information on. Because when I pull the cards, apply what I say and apply what cards show up to your question. Okay? Let's take advantage of this and do it consciously instead of just being receptive to whatever, passive to whatever cards show up. Actually take action and come up with a question. And I'm going to do the same. It doesn't have to be a big deal question. You could just say, give me guidance on what's going on in my life right now. Okay, cutting the cards once, cutting the cards twice, cutting the cards 3 times, and the card on the top is the card we're going to pull. Okay, well, this is 6, the Lovers. This is a major arcana card. Major arcana cards have a lot of oomph. It's like they've got a lot of pixels, a lot of information in them. They're powerful cards. And there are 4 suits in the tarot cards. There's Wands, Cups, Swords, and Pentacles. Then there's the major arcana. This is the major arcana card. It's 6, the Lovers. All right? I feel like I'm going to pull another card from the same deck. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can catch all the subtleties of the card. Okay, these are different glasses, so. All right, the Lovers. We've had this before. Okay, you've got a woman and you've got a man. By her is the tree and the serpent. By him are these yods. We just had this card recently. We have a male angel wearing a purple robe with orange wings and the sun right above them. There's clouds right here. There's a peak right here. And they each have their hands out toward each other, okay? They're on a green plateau here. There's nothing else there, no water there, okay? The fruit by her is on the tree, and he's got all these yods right here. Yods are, it's basically a tree of fire. And you see the flames coming out of the angel's hair. The angel has flames coming out of his hair, okay? So, this is the Lovers, all right? Now, maybe one of the questions you asked was about a relationship. Ta-da, okay? Maybe one of the questions you asked was because you're not feeling in balance. Ta-da, this is male and female balance, okay? Whether you're in a relationship or not, it's male and female balance. The angel is kind of like protecting them and blessing them. See, his arms are out. And their arms are out too. When your arms are out, you're receiving. You know, you've seen this many times. People hold their hand up to the sky. You know, it's like, oh, you know, they're just so grateful, or they want to pull in the energy. When your hands are up or when your hands are out, you're ready to receive. He's ready to give okay? This angel is ready to give and to bless them, and they are ready to receive without any surface appearance, any false veneers, without any presumptions. They are just raw, bare, and ready to receive. And he's coming out of the firmament. See that? He's coming out of the clouds. She represents the fertility with the fruit, okay? And he represents the fire. Fire is active, and he's yang. So yang means, you know, kind of out there, and the fruit of what comes out of her body, basically, when you give birth, that's fruit coming out of your body. So she's receptive, and he is more yang. She's more yin, he's more yang. There's plenty of room here for them. There's no interference, and the goal is to be of the highest. So if you're in a relationship, you want your relationship to be of the highest, and you want to go to the highest level with your partner, consciously, okay? Go to higher levels with your partner. Accelerate your consciousness with your partner. There are ways to do that. Because you are divinely blessed by the fire angel. The fire angel, and the sun is beaming down too, so that's fiery also. And he's got that fiery yang stuff going on, that right there. Yang is out there in the world. Yin, which is what she is internal, quiet. Now, if you're not in a relationship, and your question was not about a relationship, this is about you having the balance of yin and yang. The internal creative part and the external out there yang part. All right, I wanted to pull another card. That's what I heard in my head, pull another card. And this is a 10 of Wands. We got this card recently too. You know what's really interesting? There's a gigantic deck here, and the same cards keep coming up. This is you taking all of your hard-earned energy, right? That's right, my cat, she's very verbal. This is you taking all of your hard-earned energy, and you're basically taking it home. See, right there? It's like taking it home. You know what that means? It's a figure of speech. You know, like in music, people say, come on, take us home. That means just, you know, just like we're ready to go to like the best place we can be. We're ready to go to the peak place. This is a wand card, okay? The wands are sprouting. See them sprouting? That means this person is full of creativity. You've been putting it out there. You've been thinking about what you want. You've been using your creative energy. Time to gather all your creative energy and take it home and allow it to manifest. Okay, this guy is wearing a red tunic. The red tunic is representative of the root chakra. He's very grounded, okay? He's also very focused. He spent a lot of energy, he or she, this is about, you know, whatever you are. This is about this person spending a lot of energy gathering up all that they have been working to create. These are sprouted wands. So that means these are going to start manifesting. And he's just going to take it home. Taking it home. Very cool. All right, I'm going to go to a deck that I don't really use. I mean, I've hardly ever used this deck. And I'm just going to see if I get anything from pulling a card from it. And we'll just see what's happening here. And if nothing's cooking, then I'm going to choose a different one, a different deck. This is a very thick deck. Look how thick these cards are. Look how many there are. And so on the back of them, it's really pretty. See that? Yeah. So, and they have this beautiful silver on the side. So ask a question or ask for clarification. Asking for clarification from what we just saw is perfectly fine. We are divinely protected as we move through these cards. And this is actually an important part of the guided meditation, because pulling the cards working with the cards. I'm not pulling anything. I'm guided to cut them when I cut them, and the cards that show up are the cards that show up. But my cat is very verbal, as you can hear. But the thing is, I forgot my train of thought. They are archetypal. So they start to take us into a different level of consciousness. So then when we do the guided meditation, we are ready to easily go into a deeper level of consciousness because we're already partly there, because we have tapped into the archetypes, and the archetypes are not conscious. They are below the level of conscious awareness. So we're already starting to tap into them by pulling whatever cards show up, okay? That's the way it works. Think about your question. Cut 1. Cut 2. Cut 3. These are the Angel Tarot. So this is a Tarot deck, but it's got different graphics, and it's the Angel Tarot. Let's see if anything comes through for me when I pull a card. Okay, this is the card. I can't really see it. I have to put my glasses on. So let me do that. This is the King of Air, another wand, okay? This is the King of Wands. This was Wands, okay? This is not a king, however. But this is, oh man, look at this guy. He's on a beautiful white horse with a bunch of horses behind him. King of Air is the King of Wands. Brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. The king could be male or female. I mean, you could be a king if you're a female, or presenting as a female, or expressing as a female. You can still be a king. So it says, speak your mind with confidence. Wasn't I just talking about that? I was just saying, when something comes up, don't just stuff it. Get it out so it doesn't somatize in your body. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. Balance, male, female, mental, emotional, conscious, subconscious, balance. I said balance when I pulled this card. And here we have even more substantiation of that. Speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. This is a beautiful card, and he's on a unicorn. They're all unicorns, not just horses. See? They've all got the horns. See that? See? Right there. Wow. Beautiful. And he's got a beautiful garment on. Lots of colors. Very beautiful. This card is so detailed. There's a mushroom up in front. Okay? How about that? Mushroom up in front. I think that mushroom, to me, is kind of saying expand your mind. You don't have to take mushrooms. Mushrooms are good to eat, though. But I actually use mushroom powder every single morning myself. It's good for the brain. So expand your mind, okay? Expand your mind. It's interesting. I eat mushrooms every morning because they're good for the brain. And expanding your mind means expanding your brain. So I'm going to read from the book about this, okay? King of Air. Move the cards over here so there's some room. Let's see what the King of Air has to say. Oh, my God. Oh. Yes, I am releasing. I am The releasing part is because I let go of certain things so that I can, and one of them is reason. I let go of that when I start doing the guided meditation, and I don't even remember what I'm saying. I just have to let it go and allow there to be space, and it just kind of happens. I don't have a cold, it's just the releasing part. Okay, King of Air, let's see what's happening here. A person who is at the top of his or her field, especially in an intellectual area such as law, science, or business. See if there's someone you know like this. Someone who is an excellent speaker and is known for the ability someone who's an excellent speaker and is known for the ability to be objective and diplomatic. Weren't we just talking about how to communicate where you are professional, even in a personal relationship, and you're not getting all dramatic and hysterical because you're speaking calmly and because you're using I statements, I, we, us, okay? So this card comes up and the card talks about speaking from a professional place, a calm place. Someone who's an excellent speaker and is known for the ability to be objective and diplomatic, brilliant, authoritative, impartial, professional, balanced, motivational. Let's see if there's anything on the next page. Yeah. Additional meanings of this card. Justice, a mediator, forgetting to weigh the emotional aspects of a situation, the government or the military. Justice, a mediator, forgetting to weigh the emotional aspects of a situation, the government or the military. That is additional meanings of this guy, the King of Air. A mediator. The somewhat negative aspects are forgetting to weigh the emotional aspects of a situation and possibly the government or the military. So that's actually kind of a cool deck. I'm going to choose one more from this deck. I'm just going to take one cut and the card on the top. I love the back of these cards. They're just really beautiful. See how magical that looks? You know, what I did, actually my birthday was last weekend, and I went to, I think it's called LA Illuminarium. It's at the Arboretum in Arcadia. It was so magical. I mean, it was like walking into a film set of a fantasy movie. It was lit up, not necessarily Christmas lights. It was lit up with beautiful lights on various trees and vegetation. They had moving lights and flickering lights, and it was really, I still have some pictures I need to put up actually on Facebook. If you see me on Facebook, maybe I'll get around to putting the pictures up. I mean, it was a few days ago, but it was really, really magical, and this reminds me of it. Because walking around there, it was freezing cold, but walking around there, you have to buy tickets to go in there. It just really felt magical. It felt like we were on a film set or something of a fantasy movie, like, I don't know, like you would imagine a unicorn coming up from one of the trees, or imagine, you know, some sorcerer or something. It was just really cool experience. And you just walk around and you see all the sights. Now, I was there on a weekend, so it was kind of busy. You might want to go when it's not the weekend. But anyway, this is the card that just came up. There's the Four of Earth. Earth is the Pentacles, okay? And she is definitely, looks like she's laying around in some wooded area. Oh, look at her. She's very elfin. See her? Her little elfin ears. And there's a little fairy right here. Yeah. And she has something around her neck that looks like, I don't know what that is. Looks like, frankly, it looks like peyote buttons to me. More expansion of the mind, I guess, huh? And she's beautiful. See her beautiful wings? See those right there? Beautiful wings. And magical lights in the background. Look at the magical lights in the background. There was a lot of those magical lights there at the LA, it's called LA Illuminarium, I think it's called. This is a beautiful card. Yeah. It says being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Now, Four of Earth, Earth is equivalent to the Pentacles. And in the Tarot deck, the Pentacles are of the Earth, money, manifestation. So it says being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions and giving to those that are less fortunate. Definitely a nice thing to do this time of year. Let me read to you from the booklet about this one. Okay? Four of Earth. Here. Oh, here we go. Here's the Earth. Four of Earth. This card can be a card of extremes. It may be a cautionary message to take care of your resources. Perhaps it's time to create a savings account or review your spending habits. It's also possible that you're too financially conservative. Additionally, this is a message to donate time or money to charities and worthy causes. A perfect card for this time of year, right? Your hard work is paying off. That's back to this guy again. The hard work, gathering it all up now and taking it home, so to speak. Your hard work is paying off, but stay alert to new possibilities. Change is inevitable and can bring newfound sources of abundance. Be open to new and exciting opportunities. Don't let fear-based thoughts limit your actions. You know, I was talking to somebody recently about something. They were trying to figure out what to do about a certain situation, and they were nervous about it. They said, you know, I just don't know if it's the right time, and, you know, what if something bad happens, and if I make this big decision and I do this thing, you know, I don't know, something bad could happen. Something bad has happened to other people who made that choice and made that decision. And they said, what should I do? And I said, first of all, don't go into something coming from fear. Don't go into something thinking something bad is going to happen, or that something bad could happen, or I hope something bad doesn't happen. I'm going to do this thing, but I hope something bad doesn't happen. What happens is your brain is like a 5-year-old. All your brain hears is something bad is going to happen. That's all your brain hears. So you can't say, well, I'm going to move forward with this, but I hope something bad doesn't happen. No, rephrase that. I'm going to move forward with this, and I trust everything's going to come out great for all involved. Get yourself to feel in that place and be in that place, and then go forward with whatever the thing is. Do not move forward when you are anticipating a fearful outcome. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm just going to share something. I had cataract surgery, okay, a couple years ago. They did one eye, then they did the other eye. And everybody said, oh, you know, the next day you'll be seeing perfectly. It's so amazing. All the colors will be bright. Well, I was terrified. And I couldn't get myself to be not scared. It's my eyes. I mean, I was afraid. And I went into it afraid. I didn't know quite what to expect. You know, I wasn't really briefed appropriately. That's on their end. They didn't really brief me appropriately. So I was nervous and I was scared. And they did this eye first, okay? I couldn't see for 3 days afterwards. I panicked. I thought I was going blind. It's like, oh my God, my worst fears. I mean, I called my son. I said, I can't see anything. I think they made a mistake. I think I'm going blind. It was horrible. It was horrible. So eventually, after 3 days, I went to see the doctor, and they said, oh no, this can happen sometime. You know, don't worry. So eventually, I did get my vision, okay? Then, I think a month later, I did this eye. By this time, I knew the ropes. I knew what to expect. I was like a pro. I was fully confident, went in there, 100% confident. This is going to be great. It's going to turn out well. I'm going to see it quickly. It's going to be wonderful. And it was. But because I had fear when I had this one done, this one had to be redone because my vision deteriorated in this one. So they had to do it again. And even now, I don't see as clearly with this eye as I do with this eye. This was the one that I felt really confident about moving forward. This was the one that I felt fear. So since that, I've learned my lesson. I don't do anything when I have fear of a negative outcome. That's different than feeling the fear and doing something anyway. The second part of it is you can't anticipate the possibility of a negative outcome. You're going to have surgery. Don't you dare anticipate the possibility of a negative outcome. Do not get the surgery until your head's together. Any kind of surgery, any kind of procedure. Get your head together and see a positive outcome. See, visualize, hear, touch, taste a positive outcome. And then success is assured. All right, how are we doing on time here? Oh my God, it's time for the guided meditation. Wow, okay. So I'm just going to look at the clock so I can get a nice even number here. All right, and now we're going to begin the guided meditation. So make yourselves comfortable. I highly recommend that you lie down. There's not a need to sit up for this. I want you to be as comfortable as possible. The more comfortable you are, the more excuse me, releasing. The more comfortable you are, the more you'll be able to take in positive information to help you feel healthier, happier, more peaceful, and more comfortable. So, lie down. Get yourself in a comfortable position. You can change your position at any time. If you have an eye patch, a sleep mask or something, go ahead and put it over your eyes so that your eyes are closed and you're in a darkness, even if the lights are on. It's nice to do this by candlelight too. And so we begin. Breathing in through your nose and exhaling through your mouth, creating a sound, like air coming out of a balloon. Just do this a few more times and let the air of the thoughts, of the concerns and worries of the day be exhaled away. With each exhalation, you feel more and more relaxed, more and more comfortable, more and more ready. More and more ready to go into a deep state of being. where your mind can adjust, and your mind can alter, and your mind can recalibrate, and your mind can realign. I'm going to count from 5 down to 0, and each count allows you to go deeper than the count before. Beginning on the count of 5, feeling a relaxing sensation starting at the top of your head and spreading down over your scalp. Imagine warm oil, not hot, just warm. Imagine that coming down over your head. It's very soothing. Coming down over your face, your neck. Nice and easy. Notice your breathing has changed and is moving into a very soft, steady, rhythmic place. The relaxation now comes down over your face and coming down through the back of your neck, coming down to your chest. On the count of 3, your chest is relaxed. All the organs in your torso are recalibrating. They are realigning. They are resetting. You know, when you are finding your smartphone sticking or not working well, you shut it down and then you reset it. So your torso now is resetting all of the organs within it. Coming down on the count of 2, down through the large thigh muscles. Continuing down on the count of 1 as you move down into the calves. The entire body now, from the tips of the toes to the top of the head. Relaxed, comfortable. In a minute, when I count from 1 down to 0, Use the sounds of the tones to take yourself even deeper. Getting ready to come down now. Coming down from 1, going down to 0. That's it. Letting go and going deeper and deeper and deeper. Going even deeper now. Use the tones, ride the tones with your consciousness. Going deeper. Riding the tone. Going deeper still. Drifting deeper still. As we move into the end of the year, it is important to shed all the surface appearances. Allow yourself to be blessed by powerful, benevolent energy. Just be you. No airs, no false pretenses, no false personas. Reach your arms out and be ready for the blessings that are coming. You worked hard. You've been through a lot. This has been a challenging year. But within all of that, you have been creative on many levels. You may not think you've been creative because you don't have artwork to show or carpentry to show. But you have been creative internally. You have been creative in your mind so that you are seeing things differently. Be ready to receive the rewards from your work well done. Know that the creativity is sprouting. Gather it up and take it home. Pull it all together. your brilliance. Put yourself out there in the world with confidence. Be a diplomat, be a mediator. Be impartial. Be that steady, calm, centered, grounded one. Be diplomatic. Be kind. Always be kind. Speak your mind with confidence. If you're not sure about something and you don't have experience with it, seek out professionals that you vibrate to. It's important to balance your mental and physical worlds. Your mental, physical, and emotional frequencies. If something is on your mind, you have to get it out. Otherwise, it will consume you. Be grounded. Stay grounded. Put your feet on the earth. Walk. Go for meditative walking, hiking, where your feet are on the ground. Maybe go to the beach, walk on the sand. Maybe walk on grass, barefoot. Get the energy of the earth. Keep your mind open. Verbalize, say the words that you want to happen. Say the words you want to happen. Give to those less fortunate. This is the time of year to purge and get rid of things. Give to those in need. No pretense. Allow the blessings to come. Gather up your energy. Keep it contained. Carry the fruits of your labor and know that you will benefit. Either be or be aware of someone who is diplomatic, kind. Be aware of unseen helpers. Be open to them. Unseen helpers that give you guidance and help you move through transitions while still staying grounded to the earth. Find the balance. Spend quiet time. Balance and harmony. Consideration for others. Bringing your true self to the table. Avoiding drama. Gathering up all the work you've done. Creativity is sprouting. Be brilliant. Be inspirational. Be a mediator. Be diplomatic. Let those aspects come out in you. Be grounded. Give to those who are less fortunate. Giving even a smile. Giving of your time, your energy. Give birth to a new version of yourself, a new conscious version, a version that is more conscious and more aware than ever before. Take advantage of this time of the season to resurrect your highest self. I wish you many blessings. I wish you great success in all of your endeavors. has been my great pleasure to spend time with you. Until we meet again. Namaste.